Hey gang, so this means if you're listening to this that you've done our 7-day training. And if you haven't and you're in this group, you slipped through the cracks, but do our 7-day training. That really helps you understand how to really work social media for your business because let's face it, that's how we work our business as coaches. So welcome. I hope that you may be experiencing a ton of emotions. You might be fired up, you might be overwhelmed, you might be nervous, you might have fears, you might be self-conscious. That's totally normal. And just know that you're not alone. I always tell new coaches, I'm like, if you feel like you're not overwhelmed in the beginning, you might be an alien. Because I just think that people get started and they think, I have to know this, I have to do this, I have to watch this video. Relax. You don't have to figure it all out in a day or a month, a year, whatever. I've been a coach for 3.5 years and I'm still figuring stuff out. So don't be so hard on yourself. You'll figure it out. That's what our team calls are for. That's what these trainings are for. Just relax. You got this. All right. So, where your thoughts go, your energy goes. So I really want you guys to just start picturing yourself as a successful coach and believe that you're going to be there. When I first started as a coach, no way did I ever think that I would see the success that I have. But I also was like, I'm just going to try my hardest and I'll see where it takes me. So I didn't really believe that I could do it, but I knew that I was going to try my darndest and see where it took me. So with personal development, I started visualizing myself staying at home. I wanted to quit my job. I started visualizing myself upstairs in my workout room, that I would change it into an office and I would be able to, stay at home and work for my purple fuzzy slippers. And I was able to do that. And I wanted to bring my husband home from his 65-hour week job as a restaurant manager. And I was able to do that. Now we are expecting our first child. She's due in November. So, and Matt has made it to every single baby doctor appointment with me because he can now because of his schedule. So I just want you to say, I never thought that I could do that. But once I started visualizing the things that I wanted, so much changed. So stop saying, I could never do that. I could never be that. And just say, I'm going to work my butt off and I can't wait to see where this business takes me. Hustle and heart is all this business needs. So, this is just a life-changing opportunity. I thank God every day that I found it. Otherwise, I had $7 in my bank account when I first found this business. I found my coach on Instagram and she was like, is your boss a jerk? Are you sick of your job? Are you feeling unfulfilled, underpaid? And I was like, yes. And I put it on the credit card and I got started. And, I just worked really hard. I had 3 jobs when I started. I was able to quit one and then quit another and then finally went part-time. And then a year and 9 months into the business, I quit my job totally. And I have almost quadrupled what I was making. No, I cannot do math. Tripled what I was making when I was, I've over tripled what I was making, when I was working at my corporate job. So I just want you to know that I did not think that was possible, and that wasn't even my goal. I'm not going to say, I want to triple my income, because that's such a big thing as a new coach. That's not something that you're like, whoa, that's not feasible. So yeah, I want you to have some big goals too, but I want you to be like, I want to pay for my shakes and I want to help a couple of my friends feel better about themselves. I want you to have some of those small goals too, because we want to celebrate the success along the way. So, like I said, I signed up with $7 in my bank account. I didn't really know what I was doing. I just dove right in. I was a sponge. I sucked up everything I could. I was on every team call. I was active in our team page. I did every training my coach gave me. And I was hungry for knowledge. So I was on YouTube looking up Lindsay Matway, Lindsay Stay, Brittany Leggett, super Scotty Hobbs. I was watching successful coaches, Melanie Mitro, and seeing what they were doing. And, you just can do it on your own. You don't need to do it on your own. But if you signed up as a coach, Lindsay Matway is like a top coach in our I cannot talk, sorry, pregnancy brain, is a top coach, and she figured it out. She didn't even have a supportive upline. So I'm not saying that it can't be done alone, but you don't have to. We literally take it for you and tell you exactly what to do. We've got our training. You know, if you have somebody you're talking to and you want to invite them to coaching, you're not really sure what to say, reach out to your upline. If it's me, let me know and let's do a group chat. Like, I am here for you. So don't think that you're alone. You are not. But even if you were, I know that you could do it, but you don't have to worry about that. So, and then I love to say, you know, whether you're a mom, you're a fur mom, you're a wine lover, maybe you're a I love to travel kind of person, maybe you're a homebody, it doesn't matter where you are. The beauty of it is we all have our own story to tell. And so I always say, you know, turn your mess into a message. And I was at Smart Success with Chalene Johnson one year. Love that, by the way. If you are interested in doing any trips, you need to be there with me. And she talked about sharing your story. And before I even came home, shared my eating disorder story, which was really hard for me. I had suffered with bulimia in college, and I just went out there and I put it out there. And that's how my mom found out. I didn't even know. I mean, it had happened years before that I actually put my story. I had not had that issue when I was posting about it, but like only close friends and like my sister knew that it had happened in the past. So yeah, that was really freaking scary for me, but you have no idea the support I got once I did that. And if you know, you don't have to be like, take all the skeletons in your closet and put them out there, but bits and pieces of your story needs to be shared, your self-confidence issues, things like that. And that's how you help others. And that's really the whole reason you're doing this as a coach. So I want you to get out a piece of paper and I want you to write on it in big, bold letters, be here a year from now, because that is so important. So many coaches get in and they're like, well, I'm not making X amount of money. I wanted to be able to quit my job. It's not going to happen in the first 30 days, sister. You got to work hard, and you got to know that the first 30 to 90 days is you. Like, people want to know that it works before they jump on board with somebody a lot of times. So you just need to be consistent. You need to show up every day. You need to remind yourself why you started. And you need to have heart and hustle, just like I said. And it's going to happen. And that effort that you put in that first year is going to pay off so much. So don't look at your paycheck like, oh, I only made $30. Only made $30. Fill up your gas tank. You should be proud of yourself. You know, just know that it's not a get-rich-quick scheme, but if you are not afraid to put in some effort, you're going to be blessed infinitely with this business. All right, so it will all compound and your success will come from consistency. Consistency is the most important quality of successful coaches. So expectations for this group. This is your basics. So I want you to take what I give and apply it. Engage, plug in, ask questions. Don't be afraid. No question is stupid. We want you asking questions. For me, I needed connection in the beginning, and I needed to have other people help me when I'm the person that likes to ask a ton of questions. So having that group in the beginning for me was so important. I want to be able to engage with you so that I can help you. And if you ask a question, somebody else might be thinking the same thing a week later, and I get to answer it, and they get to benefit from that. So you don't have to be perfect. Being done is so much better than being perfect. Don't wait over posting your new coach post or posting your challenge group post or posting your sharing your story post because you're worried it's not going to be good enough. Being done is better than being perfect. If you sit around and try to be perfect, it will never happen. Read the book Go for No. There's an awesome message behind that book. Basically, just go for no. You're gonna fail. No, you're gonna fail, and go fail forward, because failing is the key to success in any business. So maybe you're doing like your first video, maybe you're doing your first team call, you know, whatever it is, just go do it. You're probably going to like, you know, want to puke or, you know, you're like pooping your pants scared, but just do it. Get out of your comfort zone and know that, you know, the more we put ourselves out there, the more that we are able to grow. We've all been there with you. We all know exactly what you're going through and how your heart is racing, but we'll be here for you to do it all. So this is an open group. You can plug in. It's on your time. Go at your own pace. I just wanted to offer some more training for everybody. If you're a go-getter and you're like, I want to bang this out, great. If you're just like, oh, I have 3 jobs, I just want to kind of do it here and there, that's fine too. I'm not going to ridicule anybody, but there's a ton of awesome content, so make sure that you get it all in. So the bread and butter of coaching is Success Club. And hopefully by now you know what Success Club is. If you don't, go Google it because you have missed a ton of information somehow. But your success as a coach, is kind of measured in success by if your goal is I want to help people, then those Success Club numbers are saying how many people you've helped. So that's kind of a good, guideline of like, I want to help 3 people every month. Okay, that's 6 Success Club points with 3 challenge packs. So maybe your goal was I want to be a business starter by the end of this training. That's awesome too. And the leadership ladder is a great way to measure your success as well. And if you have any questions about what that is, feel free to post below if you haven't caught up with that yet. I didn't have a huge expectation when I started on as a coach. I just knew that I needed out of the situation I was in because I was miserable. So I want you to know that, you have the ability to change lives. If my coach didn't ask me to be a coach, who knows the next time I would have been able to be, somebody would have asked me. And my life has forever changed because I decided to be a coach because I had a really screwed up past and I had no self-confidence and I wanted to be able to pay it forward. And, I was just ready to be able to find a venue to be able to help other people, to let people know they're not alone in struggling, and to be able to use my mess and turn it into a message and to use all this emotion that I had built up inside me and be able to help and inspire other people. And that's why you do what you do. And you need to figure out that emotion. You need to figure out your why of why you're doing this. And that's what's going to make you do it when you don't feel like it. There will be days when you don't feel like being a coach, or you don't feel like messaging, or you don't feel like posting. Do it anyways, because your life is going to bless you so much. And really are you going to be like, oh, it's so hard, I just can't post? You're doing it from your phone. It's 2016. Just get it, make it happen. So, there's just so much awesome benefits of being a coach, and you need to really think about why you're doing it. And that's going to make you do it anyways and make time when you don't have time. All right, so the only difference between you and I, so right now as I'm recording this, I am a 7-star diamond coach, which means I have 7 diamond coaches underneath me. I also have 2 diamond coaches in my second business center. Once you hit a 2-star coach, you can open a second business center. And under my husband's account, he has 3 diamonds. So that's 12 diamonds that I have successfully trained to, 12 coaches I've successfully trained to be rock stars in their business. So I know that you're like, oh my gosh, that's not even on my radar. I don't think I'll ever be that way. That was me in the beginning. I was like, I will never be there. The only difference between you and I is I've been doing it longer. I am not this brainiac. I was voted most confused my senior class. If I can do it, anybody freaking can. So I just want to point that out, that the only difference between you and a successful coach, I don't care if you're comparing yourself to top coach Melanie Mitro, is she has been doing it longer and she is consistent. So start being consistent and it will pay off. Comparison is the thief of joy. So I need you to put your blinders on in this group. And I don't care if a coach started, the same time or even after you and she's more successful than you before you. I don't care. Put your blinders on. That's her business. This is yours. Screw that. Comparison is the thief of joy. Okay? Just focus on yourself and be the best version of you. And fear of failure, that drove my life for so long, just focusing on, what if I fail and what if I do this? Go fail forward. I am telling you, your homework is to go freaking fail, to go get some no's, to get some people to tell you that they don't have the money, that they don't want to, that they blah, 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 blah. The more no's that you get, the better of a coach you will become. And those no's are no's right now, not no forever. So I've had people come back 3 years later, like, April, I'm ready to join you now. Okay, I knew you'd be back, So just know you will fail and embrace it. And if you get a no and that breaks your heart, you got to get some tough skin. know that you are going to get no's and be okay with that. Be proud that you asked, and that is success. So again, some awesome personal development, which is key for you to growing your business, is the compound effect. Go for no. You are a badass, and I love entrepreneur roller coaster. So if you have any questions, post below. Let's freaking get started. I'm so excited for you.